Sad Money is back in the studios, back like we never left because we never did. This is Steven Sahelnick with my co-host
Alexander Payne.
What's up, everybody? What's been on your mind, Alex?
Big stuff. The election is right around the corner.
It's coming up, less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's pretty much everything in the news, except there was one big thing that happened last week, right?
Yes.
Talk about.
Elon is giving us all robots.
Papa Elon is coming to save the world, apparently.
He's giving us robots, personal assistant robots, and he's also going to give us new mobile minivans where no one's driving them.
Okay.
And also other cars that no one's going to drive.
Hasn't he promised like driverless cars for like 10 years now?
He has.
Yeah.
And in a way, I don't know if you've seen some of these people who drive Teslas, they are driverless cars. Because they're not good drivers at all.
Are you saying they're maybe NPCs?
I'm saying that Tesla is there should be some sort of like, what is it, Wonderlic test when you before you can drive a Tesla, there should be something that could qualify you to see if your IQ is good enough to have an iPad in the middle screen
to drive it.
Drive it, yeah.
Because you're not supposed to drive and look at your phone, but then there's an iPad built into your car.
Yeah, and it's got like the little sensors of the things around you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Are you a fan of what he's gonna do? Do you believe in the robots?
You know what? I was gonna ask you what you thought of Elon too, because I think it's interesting. I think he's the best salesman in the world.
Okay.
No one can sell a product better than Elon Musk.
Okay.
Because again, like look at Tesla. Look at what he's done with those cars and everything.
Yes.
You know,
the most overvalued company. That's
now we can get a lot of haters for saying that. I would say.
Hey, look.
But yeah,
I love Tesla, but at the end of the day, he's not making his money from selling cars.
No,
he's making his money from overinflating his stock and then selling his shares.
Yeah.
So this is the same guy. I don't know how he's gonna give us robots when he broke Twitter. He couldn't even fix Twitter.
No.
So he's supposed to give me a robot that's supposed to take care of me in my old age.
Have you been on Twitter recently?
Of course I've been on Twitter. That's where I share all my hate speech.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think of it? But you answered it with that.
Yeah, he took it from what I used to use it for, which was porn, and now it's just hate speech.
Now it's just hate speech.
Yeah.
That's a form of porn if you think about it.
Well, I don't know who comes from hate speech, but sure. That's okay.
I meant like hate. Anyways.
Yeah.
But I think there are some good qualities to him, which is like, again, he's a great salesman. I don't think anyone can knock him for that. Mm-hmm. And he's super future focused. Like he's thinking about things 50 to 100 years from now.
Right.
And trying to make people think about it.
But he did not get rich from selling Teslas.
I 1,000% agree.
In fact, they've been a failure.
Yeah, I'm trying to be unbiased because I'm not the biggest fan of him. So I'm trying to say these are the things I think are.
I don't have a problem with them at all. These are just like a fact. Like Tesla's
I agree with
making
you.
a lot of money.
I know, yeah.
They have problems with their cars all the time. The self-driving thing or whatever it is still hits black people. Like you can't register black people. So the cars are like hitting black people. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, is this the guy? Like I don't want my robot to beat me up because I'm black.
Well, maybe you're going to have to find someone to make a robot for you then. I don't know.
Yeah, where's my Black Lives Matter robot?
It is funny because he comes from South Africa where there's apartheid.
I mean, yeah, that's just he programmed that in.
Maybe.
So am I going to need a robot Nelson Mandela?
I think so. I think that's what we need.
I mean, again, I don't hate Elon Musk or have a problem with Elon Musk, but like this is how he got rich.
Yeah, no, I don't hate him either. It's just like, I think the people who really do hate him, they're like, well, he lied to me, and it's like, well,
what did he lie about? I mean,
what you're saying, yeah. It's like promising things that don't come in, you know.
Yeah, I mean, technically, he doesn't even have the best electric car on the road. He's just got the most popular, and it makes that really cool like sound. That's about kind of it, really. And then the Cybertruck, which I like. I like the Cybertruck. I think that's cool. I know a lot of people hate the Cybertruck, but I love it. There's a like.
What do you like about it?
Just how you ever seen RoboCop? Yeah. I like that it looks like something from RoboCop, like something that's so monstrous, and just can just destroy anything. And I also kind of like that everybody else hates it.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I kind of enjoy that a lot about it. Yeah. So I don't know. Those are the things I really like about Tesla. Is that if you own it, people will hate you for it.
Right. I think for the Cybertruck, the other ones I think people generally like now.
The Tesla, have you ridden in a Tesla?
Yeah.
And you like it?
They're okay. Yeah, I have no problem with it.
Okay.
Personally, I'd rather own a 911 Porsche, but that's just me.
Okay.
If I have $100,000, Cybertruck, Porsche 911, I'm getting the 911.
That's German, right?
It's German, yeah.
Communist. Anyways, what else has Elon done this week?
I think what else like that's been interesting is actually election related. Is he's handing out like $1 million a day to people in swing states if they sign a petition. So the petition is for basically protecting the First and Second Amendments, right to free speech, right to bear arms. The catch is for you to qualify for the $1 million that he's giving out every day up until the election, you have to be registered to vote. So there's a federal law. You can't pay someone, incentivize someone to be registered to vote. So this is kind of like a way around it, or pay someone to vote.
Yeah, because it's like, how can you pay someone to protect the First and Second Amendment?
Exactly.
That's like
Smart.
Congress's like responsibility.
Exactly.
Isn't it? And the president.
Yeah, it's just a petition, and the only way you can collect the money is you also have to be registered to vote. That's what he's saying.
So
it's like a way of...
Doesn't your family live in a swing state?
I've texted my mom and my dad. I'm like, you better sign this petition.
And your brother and...
Yeah, my younger brother. And he's got 2 kids that are like 2 and 3. I'm like, sign them up too. Find a way to get them signed up for this petition.
I wish I lived in a swing state so bad. I don't believe that he's giving people this money though.
There's videos of him handing checks out.
That means absolutely
nothing. I know
it.
Yeah. It's AI generated or whatever.
Yeah, I just watched a video of Goku fighting Superman. I don't think that means anything at all.
And it's what? He's probably giving out around $20 million, right, in total, which is he's worth like $100 billion. So
it's $1 million per person.
It's $1 million a day. So he picks one person every day. So
he picks one person a day.
Yeah.
So not everyone is getting $1 million. That's what I thought it was.
No.
I thought he was giving out
that would be crazy.
$1 million to everyone who did this. So it's like a lottery.
Yeah, bro. If that happened, I would go back and live with my parents. Yeah,
I was like, well, I'm from Springfield, Illinois. I was going to put on a Haitian accent. It's like, wait, I'm from Springfield.
I would adopt you into my family.
I would have loved that. Okay, all right. I see what he's doing here.
Yeah,
because he's trying to get people to vote for Trump.
I mean, he supports Trump, so yeah, but he is not outright saying that. So,
he's not outright saying he supports Trump.
No, he's not saying you need to vote for Trump if you sign this. He can't say that. That's illegal.
I think it's implied in the handshake.
It's implied, but it's like he's also smart enough to not do that, to get arrested or charged
for tampering with an election.
Yeah,
that you don't get arrested for that.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That stuff doesn't happen.
That's true.
Fake news.
Fake news, everybody. Yeah. But again, it goes back to, I think he's a pretty smart guy with all those things.
I think he's a rich guy. This is something I've had for a long time where I'm like, I don't think people who make a lot of money, I wouldn't confuse that with being intelligent.
They're not one-to-one.
Yeah.
No, not
like
at all.
Steve Jobs and Elon Musk, although they're like, these aren't like idea guys. They're like money guys, kind of.
I would say Steve is pretty up there, but I wouldn't put Elon up there.
Not like, well, because I love Steve Jobs, but I'm like, what did he do? His idea was to just take everything that already existed and put it into one thing. Right. So it's like, that's not really an idea.
That's true. That's true.
What I mean? It's like he didn't invent the Walkman or...
No.
No.
And
again, it's like, that's why I'm like, I don't think don't confuse making money with coming up with ideas or being creative.
Steve was really good at yelling at people.
He was great at yelling at people. He was great at crying. He was great at getting his way. He
just wasn't great at living.
He was not great at listening to his doctors about
pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, he thought he could juice his way out of that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think there's that's what my thing is, where I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
These guys are good at making money, but I don't know about the rest of it. So I'm a little like,
There is like a Twitter space that was recorded where like there was an engineer asking Elon about Twitter after he bought it, and he got roasted pretty much because he didn't know anything about Twitter and like how it works, like the tech stack or anything. So I agree with you there.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. He has the money.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what I pay other people for.
Yeah.
You know, they're supposed to know.
Yeah.
They just do what I tell them to do, and then that's it.
That's not my job as techno king.
Yeah, my job is to be like, do this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I want the bird to be an X.
Yeah.
And we're like, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Make my rocket go to the moon. And they go, okay. And he's like, that's it. That was the whole idea.
Yeah.
I want a rocket that goes to the moon.
Yeah.
And then Twitter, I don't know why he bought Twitter. That might be something, I don't know. He might be just needed a communication place or something to get a government subsidiary or something. Like, who knows why he bought Twitter.
To get his word out to the people still.
That too, yeah. I guess, you know, to own communication. Like, it's easier. It's probably better than buying a newspaper. That's what all these ultra rich guys do.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm not gonna buy a newspaper because nobody reads newspapers, so I might as well buy Twitter.
It works for him. Yeah.
Millennial newspaper.
Yeah, millennial, Gen X.
Millennial, Gen X, and then TikTok is the Gen Z newspaper.
Yeah, Gen Z brain.
Boy, are we in trouble. This is getting bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's all fake.
Yeah.
It's all bad news anyway. None of it's like, it's all like narrative. So
I think maybe to wrap it up, like for the whole robot event that he had.
Yeah.
I think the best symbol of it was he did all of it on a Hollywood set.
Yes, it was on a Hollywood set.
So to me, that's symbolism for this is a show, people. And I hope you're excited to watch the show. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, that's really where you entertain.
Yeah. Welcome to Westworld.
Yeah.
I'm running this show. My name is Elon.
Yeah. But Twitter somehow still doesn't work.
Yeah.
And he's building robots.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's Elon, I guess. Everything there. Trump was he was at McDonald's this week, right?
Big Mickey D's. He went to the U.S. Embassy. McDonald's.
Yeah. He was serving up on a Sunday. I think some people were like, oh, it was staged. It's like, he almost got shot 3 times this year.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
That'd be insane for him to go to just a regular McDonald's.
You seen the fights at McDonald's. Did somebody throw a Big Mac in his face because he didn't cook it right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be embarrassing.
That would be good PR, though, like if he stopped the fight at McDonald's.
Well, I guess is this like a shot at Kamala? Because she said she used to work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then he actually went there.
Yeah, for sure.
And worked at McDonald's.
For sure.
So it's kind of like, look, I actually did the fries and I
for sure
did all this stuff. And, you know, that's kind of, I don't know if that is nice. There's something like weird about trying to show, like politicians trying to show us, like, I was a corporate slave too once. Yeah. And now look at me. I was a regular president. Person. That's weird to be like, hey, look, I used to work at McDonald's. And
I'm one of you guys.
Yeah. And look where I got.
Yeah.
You can do it too.
Yeah.
If you just work the fries hard enough.
It reminds me of like Kevin Hart in like a recent special. He's like, I'm a billionaire, but I'm still like you guys. You know what I mean?
Not like us.
Yeah, that's no hate to Kevin. It's just like,
well, I ran into him this summer.
Yeah,
and Kevin Hart does not live like us at all. I ran into him at Connecticut, Mohegan Sun.
Yeah,
and man, you can see his diamonds from 80 feet away.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so he's definitely not living like us.
Yeah,
but
good for him.
Yeah, good for all of them. I mean, hey, they're gonna, Trump and.
Yeah.
What's her name? Kamala. They made it out of the slums.
Yeah.
And now look at them.
Part of the kleptocracy.
They're back working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Frying up some fish fillets or whatever. What was the...
He did fries.
He did fries, and what else did he do? He served like a fake car, right?
He did, yeah.
Someone came Tesla bot or something like that.
Drive-through, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Elon in the passenger seat.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, thank you for the freedom fries."
Yeah.
You remember those freedom fries?
Yeah.
Because France wouldn't go to war with us.
Yeah, man. That was propaganda too.
Well, that's what the sponsorship of this episode is going to be. It's going to be propaganda. This is the election episode, basically.
What else?
Did McDonald's stock price go up after this, or did it go down?
It went down for a different reason. It's because there was an E. coli outbreak. So it like McDonald's dropped like 9% this week because there's a pretty big E. coli outbreak on the quarter pounders. So people are worried about that. But that has got nothing to do with Trump.
Just don't get the lettuce. That's all you got to do. You'll be good if you don't get the lettuce with the quarter pounder.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been that quality beef.
And no.
That grade A American beef.
My question to you, is there a better fast food chain Donald Trump should have like spent the afternoon at? Or that was
better one?
Better one, yeah.
No, because McDonald's is
America.
Well, it's not even. It's
McDonald's
it's
America.
Yeah, because it's like the one place we don't like. It's the Golden Arches rule. Like we don't bomb any place with a McDonald's.
True.
Also, he served McDonald's. I don't know if you remember this to the kids that won the college.
Yes.
Yeah.
Auburn.
I think it was Auburn.
Yeah, it was Auburn.
But he serves he does love McDonald's.
Yeah. For
and it is like it represents us as a whole. Where it's like it looks like a nice, tasty, beautiful product. But when you bite into it, it is deadly and will probably kill you.
Yeah.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is slowly killing all of us.
It killed that
what's
one guy.
more American than Morgan Spurlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did get him. They still have the burger and the fries like in a case somewhere.
That's insane.
While they're watching them age, because it doesn't age.
It doesn't
something.
age. Yeah, that's insane.
Which is like it makes sense that it was that. I couldn't see Trump at a Taco Bell or a Chick-fil-A.
No.
And also the customer service at McDonald's is really bad. That also goes pretty well with him.
In America.
Yeah, in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, well, you complain and you go, you're at McDonald's. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's
wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why should we change? You should change.
What are you expecting here?
Yeah. This is McDonald's. It's true.
Look at this place. Everyone's welcome in here.
Yeah.
We got a whole family living in the bathroom.
In the bathroom, yeah. We deliver kids in the bathroom if the hospitals are full. Welcome to McDonald's.
Grimace somehow became like the mascot for the Mets.
Yeah, that was insane. That was crazy.
Like, it's just like it's everywhere. McDonald's
it permeates American culture.
Yeah, and I don't know anyone that likes it.
Nope.
But we still eat it.
We do.
Because it was part of our childhood.
Yeah. Damn. That's deep.
Yeah.
That is deep.
Today's going to be a deep episode, everybody.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Remember the Shamrock Shakes?
I remember them. I don't get them anymore, but yeah.
Also, too, maybe the message here was like Trump was like, if I can fix the ice cream machine, I can fix this country.
Yeah.
Because the ice cream machine is always broke when you go to McDonald's.
Always broken. Yeah.
So he's subtly saying this is the economy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Fix it. Yeah. You get your, what is that thing called? McFlurry?
Yeah. If you get a McFlurry, there's no reason to McWorry.
There you go. Right. I like that.
He can have it. Trump, that's for you. I
don't think he needs the help. Well, actually, he probably does. Yeah, he does probably.
I'm available for speech writing. I'm here.
I don't think he writes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's more of a freestyler.
He's in the fugue state. Yeah.
Yeah.
It all comes out of him. Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of press lately. He's been like on, like wrestling podcast?
He was on Schultz's show.
On Andrew Schultz's show.
He's going to be on Rogan.
He's going to be on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Basically, all the people I would assume already are going to vote for him. Those are places where it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you need to campaign there.
No. It's kind of reaching the same audience too.
Yeah, at least Kamala went on Fox News.
She did,
which was nice of her to.
Yeah, but I don't think it went very well for her. Apparently.
What do you mean?
Just like the way, I don't know. But then again, that's like the news saying, "Oh, it didn't go well."
You mean
for Kamala.
Black woman on Fox News didn't go well, Steven? Explain.
Yeah, well, a lot of headlines are like, "Oh, she didn't do well on it," but those are other headlines.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch it.
Yeah,
because
it's Fox News.
No, I actually watch Fox News sometimes just to be like, because sometimes you just want to know what the other side is saying.
What they thinking, yeah.
Yeah, because you never know. Fox News, they might say like, we're going to bring back slavery. And you're like, okay, I'm glad I watched Fox News because now I know what's happening.
Right.
Or something. You know what I mean?
This is what's happening in the suburbs, yeah.
Yeah, you need to go back and forth to be like.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, honestly, Fox News is probably the funnier of the two, though.
1,000%.
Yeah, like I think CNN was talking about Obama. They were like, Obama is talking down to black men.
Yeah.
And I go like, well,
Was this recently?
Yeah, because he was saying black men aren't showing up to up to vote for Kamala.
Okay, yeah, because he's stumping right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were making a big deal about that, and I was like, well, this isn't fun to hear. I'm a black man. Well, yeah, and I'm not voting, so yeah, you're making me feel bad.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, I'm excited for all this to be, I guess, done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I had like a Republican family or something, or like some place where I could see these fights.
Yeah.
Like I'm not getting enough of it.
Really?
Yeah, just a regular black family that doesn't give a shit. So it's like I wish I could just be there.
No, Mom, you can't talk like that. Like that type of shit. I can't believe you.
Meemaw is like, well, back in my day, they're lucky we let them vote. It's like, oh, shucks.
People lived on the other side of town.
Yeah, the real America.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
The $1 million saving the First and Second Amendment America.
Yeah.
Swing states, as they say.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for Elon, I guess.
Yeah. And I feel like, I didn't have anything else on Trump.
Well, there's more questions. Trust me. Some of the viewers have sent in some more video questions.
Yes, yeah.
And we're going to be answering those right now.
Yeah, thank you for sending them. Keep sending them in. Okay. All right, we have our first caller pulled up.
Hey, Sam Lane Podcast. My question is, how do we buy politicians to do good things? Because, a lot of them are corrupt, but how do we make them corrupt for the good of the people?
I think that's a phenomenal question.
That is a phenomenal question. Would you like to give us your wonderful take on how to make politicians do good things?
Yeah.
Good things. We got to stop using the words good for what I want.
Yeah.
How about that? How would we make them do what I want them to do? Let's be honest, people.
Yeah. If we're talking under the current system, we need to come together and we need to chip in some money and give it to them.
Okay.
I think that's the way to do it.
It's to give the politicians money.
Form the people's super PAC and go, I'm giving you $8 million, $10 million to change things the way that we want it to be done.
Right.
Because it's all run by money now anyways.
It is all run by money. I agree with you there. Yeah.
So you gotta beat the system playing the games of the system if you're not gonna change the system.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do it through money, or good old fashioned way, blackmail. Find a way to blackmail these politicians. Get some dirt on them. I'm not saying go to Epstein or Diddy levels, but something in that realm.
What you're saying is start following rich old white men home from the opera.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Finding out where they live, sliding a note underneath their door that says "I know," and just let it go from there.
I think that's exactly correct.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I think, and actually, you can probably take the money thing back. Blackmail. Yeah, good old fashioned blackmail.
Blackmail's good.
It never worked.
The money thing can work, I think.
Yeah, but I want to take that back now. I like blackmail more.
All right then. That is more fun.
Yeah.
But
leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone. I agree with the money thing. I think if we know that money determines policy,
right?
So then it would work the opposite way around. Where let's say you give money for a political contribution.
Yeah.
That money essentially goes to private sector.
Yes.
It's not going straight to Kamala.
No, it's not.
If I give money to Kamala, that money is going to pay Megan Thee Stallion on the twerking pole, and then Zuckerberg too. It's so it's got to work the reverse ways where you can influence business to tell the politicians what to do. And I mean, you're kind of seeing it a little bit, I guess, now, but we've seen it in the past with there was the Balenciaga ad campaign where they apologized for what they were doing. There was the George Floyd when he was killed. people were boycotting a lot. I mean, in fact, businesses came out so quickly to say that like we are all Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Like I remember one time I was playing Call of Duty after George Floyd died, and they had like a little Black Lives Matter thing
on Call of Duty.
On Call of
That's
Duty.
crazy.
In fact, I think if you had a black character and you died, you came back to life right away for the Black Lives Matter thing. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure. But it got to the point where I don't know if you remember, like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, they all like took a knee.
Oh, I remember.
And were wearing like
they were wearing
dashikis.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So essentially, your dollar is what determines political policy. Like they don't really care who you vote for or if you don't vote for them. It's actually you gave me $1 before the show. I should hold this up.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah.
You know why there's a president on your dollar?
Yeah. Why?
Because this is what your vote. Every time you spend one of these, this is a vote.
Yeah.
This is how you determine who's the president. This is you sliding it into the ballot box right there.
Yeah.
So if you don't like how Starbucks is doing business, don't go to Starbucks. And Starbucks will change its policy based on you not spending their money with them.
I love it. Yeah. Bud Light, that was a big issue too.
The trans
and their stock did get pretty heavily affected by it.
Yeah, and I vote. Listen, I'm a perfect example. I spend all my money on shoes. That's not good, but all my money has basically gone to Yeezy and Adidas.
Yeah. What
do they make? They make like $200-$300 shoes.
Yep.
What's the shoe probably cost to make? $50
at most.
So essentially, it's $250. I'm giving them to what? $300 I'm giving them.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I'm going to secondhand market, so at least $300 I'm giving them to go say, hey, go donate money to the Republican Party and the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
So you can get whatever you want. So really, the option is you have to be more smart about what you're buying.
Right.
And what you're buying, because your spending power is the most influential thing you have. Like, you know how they go like, oh, there's big players out here. It's like, we're the biggest team.
We are. If we work together.
Power. Yeah, if we work together. I mean, and like I said, it's worked before.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to think like other big boycotts that we've seen in our time. Like Starbucks, not recently though for the Israel, but it was the two black guys. Remember they went in there?
Yeah.
And they got kicked out.
Yeah.
Because they were like, I don't know what they were doing. They were playing spades or something. I don't know what it was. But it was like, they were just two black guys in Starbucks and they kicked them out and then everyone boycotted Starbucks.
Yeah.
And then Howard Schultz, who was the CEO back then, came out and he apologized and he was like, we love black people. And they started giving like $20 million loans to everyone who had like cornrows and everything like that.
Like free drinks.
Yeah, they were like, if you're black, you get a free Frappuccino. You know,
free Frappuccino for you.
That's what I'm saying.
For you. Yeah.
And that's what a company, all they care about is their bottom line and their dollar.
True.
And they don't want anything to affect that. So truthfully, you know, you have to not spend money with them. And then you determine what they'll do, and then they'll pull the politician's coattail.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works.
From there, they're like, you got to make a change because this is hurting us.
It's hurting business.
Yeah, it's hurting business.
It's like The Godfather or like The Wire, where they go like, you know, they start a war and they go, I don't care, kill my son. And they go, it's not good for business.
Not good for business. Game is the game.
Yeah.
Game be the game.
You're ruining the business. You got these kids out here. You know
yeah.
What I mean? It's like when companies, like, because, you know, the companies every year, they go like, happy Black, happy Gay Pride Month.
Pride is a big one.
Yeah.
They change the LinkedIn photo for 1 month. And then it goes right back.
Yeah, but they know the Juneteenth. They're like, hit them with the Juneteenth and a Pride.
Yeah.
And like we all use it as a joke.
Right.
But for them, they're like, this is how we get them to know that we care.
They do really, They do really. They're very prominent and vocal about it for sure.
Yeah, because guess what's in the Pride flag? Green. And guess what else is green?
Sheesh.
The dollar.
That's right.
Yeah. So the market will determine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they say anyway, isn't it? The market will decide.
Yeah, the market. If it's a free market, it'll decide. Adam Smith.
If it's a free market.
If it is. That's a whole different
thing.
I like that answer.
Yeah. I don't feel like it's a free market, but.
Hey, neither do I, brother. It's a whole different topic. Okay. Let me pull up another one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, this is from our second caller.
Hey, Sad Money. My name is Rishi. I'm a big fan. So my question is, with all the layoffs that are happening and the downsizing that are happening to some people, what are some financial tips where we don't have to sacrifice on our way of life? I don't want to sacrifice my way of life. I also don't want my wife finding out. So what are some financial hacks where I can keep my lifestyle? For context, it's about $6,000 to $7,000 a month. Before you answer.
$6,000 to $7,000 a month
For a married man, I guess. Yeah. So that's
Can we cue the Always Sunny music?
yeah, that's $72,000 a year in expenditures.
$6,000 to $7,000 a month.
Yeah,
You want to go
6K a
first, or
month
should
is
I
72.
go first?
I think he's in for a rude awakening because that's $72,000 a year
Yeah.
of spending. So that's after tax,
Yeah.
whatever he's making.
Yes.
You kind of have to have a job if you're not rich to
Right.
keep that lifestyle going.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, sounds like you're more married to the lifestyle
Yeah.
than you are your wife.
yeah.
I mean, you're like,
Yeah.
I gotta keep this lifestyle. Basically, you're
My
like,
wife can't find out.
yeah, my wife can't find out. It's like you're like, how can I keep this plate spinning in the air?
Right.
But truthfully, like, you know, that's kind of the whole like lie that, like, I don't want to say like Alphabet, what's it called, Google and all these places, these tech companies
Yeah.
sold you, is that you need to live like this. You need to have beanbag chairs, and
Right.
you need to have a 3-course meal.
Yes.
And you need to have a big apartment, and you
need to
need to
sit
have
like
a
this.
dog, and you need to be able to go to Spain.
Yeah.
And you need all these things. But like, truth is, you're like giving away your time
Yeah.
and your like your life.
Just to appear a certain way.
Well, you're married into the idea of a lifestyle
Yeah.
that necessarily it doesn't sound like you really want.
Right.
It sounds like this is what they sold you on.
Yeah.
And that's what tech jobs do. They go like, here's a lot of money, but we're going to take the rest of your life. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You worked a tech job.
Yep.
I've never worked a tech job. How many hours do you work for tech jobs?
I mean, mine wasn't too bad. It's like, but the salespeople worked like 60 hours a week when it was super busy, 60, 70 hours a week.
60 hours a week. How many
Yeah.
hours though did you
Mine
work
wasn't
a
too
day?
bad. I would say it was like a 9 to 5. I was pretty good of keeping my guard up and saying like, I'm leaving at this time. But
9 to 5.
some of my earlier jobs, it was a lot more.
All right, but like what time did you get up?
If my job was at 9 and I was logging in for work, I'd get up at 8:59.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is assuming you didn't have to go in.
No, but if I had to go in, I'd get up at like 7:30, sometimes 7 if I went to the gym before.
So your 9 to 5 is now gone from 9 to 6:30.
Yep.
That's how time you have to get up to get ready for work.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
Yeah.
so that's an extra hour and 30
And then
minutes.
after work, I guess you have to commute home or wherever.
Exactly.
That
So
adds
is that an
another
hour?
Yeah.
So it's gone from
Whatever,
9
yeah.
to 6:30 to 9 to 7:30.
Yep. Yeah. It's everything. And I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And that's what I'm saying. I get it.
yeah.
When you have that lifestyle and you're giving your life, literally you're giving your life up.
Yeah.
Because I guess you're giving up your free time.
Yeah.
It does not sound like a free man.
No.
But you're giving up your free time. You want to spend that money to know that like you exist.
True.
You go, well, I'm working this hard. I need like a nice apartment to know like, yeah, this is why I'm working this hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you don't have to do this. You're stuck in what I like to call Joe Biden syndrome. And you've got to come out of that. Like, remember how Joe Biden was like, I'm the only one that can beat Trump.
Yeah.
And I've got to do this. And it's like, Joe, just let it go.
Yeah.
It's done.
Who are you proving this to?
You're doing this for you.
Yeah.
No one's asking you to do this.
Yeah.
You know? But that's
get
what
it.
it is. He's like, I'm doing this for my wife. But you got to have the hard talk, Joe.
With yourself.
With yourself,
Yeah.
with your wife,
Yeah.
and with the country.
True.
Rest easy, soldier. We don't need this.
Yeah. It's tough because it's like, it's hard to go backwards, I think, in lifestyle.
It's pretty easy, actually, to go
For
back
me,
in
it is,
lifestyle.
but it sounds like he is, he wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, but either that or you're just going to get accustomed to live in a world where there's layoffs. And it could have nothing to even do with your performance.
Yeah.
It just could just be, well, that was the season that we just fired a bunch of people. And it's either you're going to go down in lifestyle or they're going to determine when you're going to go down in lifestyle.
True.
Because you really have no control over this.
True.
At all.
True.
You know. But if you live a little bit below your means, let's say $6,000-$7,000 a month,
which means you're getting paid $150K at least.
Yeah. Why can't we cut it down to $4,000 a month?
Yeah.
Let's not be unreasonable here.
Yeah.
$4,000 a month. I think we could survive off of that.
Yeah.
And then you go from there, and then you can retire and have the rest of your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? To do whatever you want.
Go to Spain or whatever. Do
Yeah.
those other things.
You could live there and retire there versus just continuously being in this cycle of layoffs and the tech world
and just spending to spend. Really.
Spending to know you're alive. Listen,
Yeah.
I know how you feel, bro. Because I used to think like this all the time. Like,
right.
You ever think about like this is a tangent, but I'm gonna wrap it up real fast.
Okay.
You know Frankenstein?
Yeah.
So the thing about Frankenstein is like no one asked for that. No one wanted that monster. He wanted that monster.
Yeah.
That's what having a spending addiction is like. Is like I need to buy shoes to know that I'm alive.
You're addicted to that feeling.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's what he was addicted to. He was addicted to making this monster.
Yeah.
And that's what you're addicted to. And I'm addicted to it too. I feel like a lot of us in the West are addicted to this.
To your Frankenstein.
Yes, my Frankenstein is shoes.
Yeah.
And clothes. And your Frankenstein is your $7,000 a month lifestyle.
Spending.
No one asked you to do this.
Yeah.
No one's asking you to spend $7,000 a month. I don't even believe your wife is asking you to spend $7,000 a month.
Yeah.
You're just doing this so you can avoid having the conversation
With yourself.
Which
is crazy.
You know, it's not crazy. I get it. We all got a Frankenstein's monster. See how I wrapped? That was like a nice little Halloween
That is nice.
tie-in too. But
Gene Wilder would have loved that.
Sure. But anyways, that's been
Yeah.
my thing. You got to have a serious talk with yourself.
Do you have the next?
Oh
caller?
yeah. All right. So we did the.
Two of them.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll go to Matthew Tenenbaum, Queens. Let's see. Turn the volume all the way up.
Okay.
What's up, Sad Money?
Oh.
What's up, Sad Money Podcast? I am very nervous about the upcoming presidential election and who is going to win. What do you guys think is going to happen, and who do you think is going to be better for the economy?
This is great. You want to take this one?
Who? So he said, what do you think's going to happen?
He's nervous about the election.
Yeah.
Who's better for the economy? And I guess who's going to win?
I think, okay. So who's better for the economy? I don't think it matters. I think either way, what has continued to happen is going to continue to happen. And I would urge you to go back and read. So when Dwight D. Eisenhower, when he left office in 1961, he talked about, I would read his farewell speech.
The military-industrial complex?
Military-industrial complex.
MIC.
So that's one. And then the other one is basically just, what we've been seeing with big banks and I don't know, the whole kleptocracy behind that. It's like money dictates what we were just talking about with our other caller. Money dictates what's going to happen. It forms the policy of this country. Politicians are super influenced by it.
Yeah.
So that hasn't changed. So I don't think with either person, whoever is elected, red tie or blue tie, that's not going to affect the economy. It's way bigger than the global economy is way bigger than who gets elected.
Yeah, I think that might be a
Yeah.
thing people don't understand is how
Yeah.
big this game is.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the president.
And that's not trying to be detached from it. It's just that's how it is.
Yep. Power doesn't care
Yeah.
who you vote for.
Yeah.
It's it's power. It
Yes.
doesn't
Yeah.
care at all.
They don't care about your feelings.
Yeah, they don't. It's I mean, this is a multifaceted question, but
Yeah.
I think I've talked to you about it a little
Yeah.
bit the other day where I'm this is hard because this isn't really an election.
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy, but
Yeah.
Kamala didn't really run and win. She was appointed, which is technically, quote unquote, is succession. I don't know if you
Season
guys
3.
watch HBO, but
Yeah.
this is a Succession.
Yeah.
Where like we didn't vote and pick a nominee.
Yeah.
Like we all knew Biden was fading, like Marty McFly's picture in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where he was like disappearing in front of all of our eyes.
Yeah.
And we're people on the outside who saw that. So imagine being
On the inside.
on
of
the
it.
inside and
Yeah.
seeing him trying to order like a bacon, lettuce, tomato in the morning
Yeah.
at the office. So they knew to just run the clock down
Yeah.
and pick her. And like you kind of see it a little bit in some of her politics where she's choosing she doesn't really have a policy. The only policy or that she's kind of running on, which is I'm not Trump.
Right.
Which with that I could be president.
Yeah.
Because I'm not Trump either.
Yeah.
It's like and they don't have to run and same thing with Trump. Trump doesn't have to run on any policy either because he just has to run on I'm not Biden and Kamala.
Each side saying I'm not the other side.
Which is like I'm pretty sure that's not how an election is supposed to go.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be how I'm going to help you and not just go, well, I'm not them. That's
Dictated
usually
by
what,
policy.
Yeah, that's usually what 5-year-olds do.
Yeah.
Honestly. So also, you know, not to keep going like that, but like, you know, America's not really a democracy. It's like an oligarchy.
I call it a kleptocracy, but
Kleptocracy,
Yeah,
oligarchy,
oligarchy's
whatever it
good.
is, it's in drag pretending like
Yes.
it is a democracy.
Yeah.
And you might as well just have RuPaul come out and announce the fucking. You might as well have him announce the results because that's what the drop is going to be.
yeah.
Because, yeah, like the money is what decides everything. And the people who. And also, too, like, I hate to be that guy, but like all the elections are rigged. So.
Yes. I was going to say to maybe add to that too, like look at the CARES Act in 2020. Look at how they voted for it. Like the Senate voted for it.
Yeah.
96-0 in favor of passing that. All of those loans were forgiven, right? So it was basically free money given to corporations.
Yeah, which you know, that's the masters. But like, you know, like in the time from like what 1960 to whatever up, America has like rigged 80 elections. Like we've got Honduras, we've
around
got
the world.
Haiti,
Around the world.
Yeah, so if we're rigging elections around the world, what makes you think we're not doing it here? How? That's what I'm saying.
You're
Like
not
how even in my lifetime, there
Yeah.
was a big thing with Kennedy having dead people vote for him. That's not my lifetime, but
Yeah.
then Al Gore in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. That was so
That
big,
was a
yeah.
big thing.
Yeah.
And then now you got the people last 4 years stopped to steal.
Yes.
And then you got this go around.
Right.
And it's like, you know, this is kind of the way it goes. Like I don't believe that
Yeah.
you need to worry about anything. I think you worrying about what's going to happen in the election is like watching Batman and being like, will the Joker kill him? Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Your feelings have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
At all. So I
Yeah.
don't know, man. You can just sit back and enjoy the pep rally because that's really what this is.
Yeah.
It's not an election, you know. Like,
But I do like what you were saying earlier, where you're saying you can make a difference with how you spend and where your money goes.
You can
'Cause
do that.
You can make a difference.
you cannot. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I've been getting hit up by Kamala a lot for money.
Yeah.
Like every day I'm on YouTube, it's like Donald Trump is
Oh, yeah.
winning, and we need your money. And
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, what? I had to borrow $1 from him for that segment. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what do
Yeah.
you mean you need my money? Didn't you get like 96 million? You're in the seat.
Yeah.
You're in the seat where you can print the money, you can make this work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, good for her though. If you need my money, come out. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
You're saying you're not the target demo.
Well, because my money, if you give her your money or Trump or anybody your money doesn't go to them. It goes to a corporation.
The political machine.
It goes
Yeah.
to I don't know, event organizer who's going to set up the next rally. It's
Yeah.
like it's not like your money's literally going like, oh, Trump's like, oh, Alex gave me another $1. Or
Yeah.
Kamala gave me $20.
Yeah.
It's not like that. So that's even kind of misleading. I feel like you know what they should do? Because
What?
before we got on here, we ate Coca-Cola
Oreos. That's right.
which
Yeah.
straight poison. But you know how they have to tell you on the package this is poison.
Yes, they do.
They should do the same thing with telling you where your money goes. There
Oh,
should
like
be
through
on the
this.
package. It
Yeah.
should be on the package or wherever
Right.
you're getting. Hey, your money is going here.
It's like cigarettes in Europe on the packaging.
What? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they show you your mouth is going to be deformed and your
Yeah.
baby's going to be all
I like
beat up and stuff like that. Looks like it's whatever. But I think whenever you spend money,
Yeah.
like instead of whatever CVS is putting on them long ass receipts, they need to put, hey, you know, your money. I know you bought some beef jerky, but that's gonna go to Boeing, and they're gonna blow up people. So I figured I should tell you.
That's what's gonna happen with this.
Yeah, like you should know.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, you can still buy it. We don't care. You know, but that's what that needs to be like a thing that's happening. But I really do believe, like, look, man, I know you want to believe your vote is what's saving the world. Yeah. But, you know, just go watch Avengers Endgame. Yeah. That'll give you the feeling of you're saving the world.
Do that on election night.
Yeah, do that on election night. Go watch Avengers Endgame. Live stream it. Yeah, we can watch it together. We can all be Iron Man together.
Yeah, I like that.
And save the world together. Yeah. With Infinity Stones. Because that's what your votes are in your head, Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm pessimistic too. I think I'm being actually realistic.
Yeah, I don't think it. To me, it's realistic. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, our own mayor is corrupt in New York City. Yeah. What do you think these other politicians are corrupt?
Yeah, he's taking money from every country.
Yeah, of course. Trump. What does they say? Trump and Russia working together. Of course. They're all like, you know what I mean. And then he's like, they stole the election from me. Yeah, they're all trying to rig the election.
Yeah, it's like
if you know your opponent is corrupt, why would you play fair? You'd have to be an idiot.
It's like the Oscars, right? Sometimes they mess up who they give the awards to.
Yeah, Moonlight.
So they have to give it to them the next year.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, we messed up on Moonlight. Sorry about that. Let's do a retake.
Yes, yeah.
It's like, but this is why I'm like, listen, man, I hope that this doesn't, you know, make anyone upset. I hope that they know that, like,
I think you're just trying to orient people to understanding, like, where the power structures are, what matters.
Yeah,
this is how the decisions are made.
Yeah, this is just listen, man, they're not gonna like you just because you like the Mets. Sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like, I love the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the Dodgers.
Yeah.
But even in my own heart, I go, did we really deserve to be in the World Series? Or was there Shohei Ohtani, an $800 million man who needed to be in the World Series this year?
Yeah. And he's getting that paid on the back end.
Did LeBron James' son really need to be in the NBA? Was he really good enough? Or did Nike go, well, we've got a $100 million campaign lined up, so it's invested interest that this kid is in the NBA?
Everyone's going to watch it. Got to make it happen.
They brought Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. I didn't even know Ken Griffey Sr. was alive.
Yeah.
They brought him back from the dead.
They propped him up. Yeah.
They propped him
Weekend
up.
at Bernie's
and
shit.
They said, hey, you guys were father and son and you played together. Yeah. It's like, it's business. It's entertainment.
It's a big show.
Yeah. Politics is Hollywood for ugly people.
And if you think we're breaking news to you, that's crazy.
I hope we're not shattering anyone's
me too, honestly.
Illusions.
Yeah, honestly. People made movies about this shit, man. Manchurian Candidate is like, come on, people.
Yeah, hey, just Google what happened. The election in South Africa. We rig elections all the time, and this was going to be rigged too. And it's sick, honestly.
It is.
You know, I hope we can fix it one day. But like you said, what did you say? Kleptocracy?
Kleptocracy, yeah.
Oligarchy, you know what I mean? But either way, you know.
Plutocracy, however you want to put it.
But it ain't a democracy because, like we said, technically we did not vote for Kamala. That's the part of the democracy. You have to vote for the candidate.
Right.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
And I'm not supporting Trump either because Lord knows I vote for Yeezy every year. So it's like.
You write him in on the ballot?
Every year I vote for him.
I like it.
That's all I have to say about that question. That was
that's good.
That's a doozy one for the election.
I mean, it's the election special.
Yeah.
So I like that. Here, I have a caller, actually. This is more of a call-in. Should I do that?
Yeah, do the call-in.
Okay, we got a good call-in question. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this on speaker. Okay.
Hey, Sad Money. I'm calling in because I just got Venmoed $3,800 from Juul due to a class action lawsuit from last year. So just wondering if you guys had any opinion on what I should do with the money.
$3,800 from Juul.
You should probably get your lungs checked. That would be my first thing to do.
Save some of that money for the x-rays and CAT scans you're going to need.
Yeah, I would first of all stop juuling, vaping or smoking.
Yes.
Because if they gave you that money, they definitely were guilty. They did it.
Yeah. And you deserve a lot more.
Yeah. And I would go check right away to see what's going on the insides.
Right.
Because that's not looking too good.
And it's called a settlement because you settled.
Yeah.
For less than what you should have gotten.
You're not getting what you deserve.
Yeah. But I would say, take 10% of that, queen, go off, spend it on yourself, spend it on your man, do what you want with it. You got your money, but definitely save the rest of it. Maybe invest it in, I guess, Altria owns Juul, so maybe invest it in the company that destroyed your lungs. Yeah, I would do that.
You could do that. You can invest it in a company that poisons you, or
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. Or basketball season started. You could just start gambling.
True.
That's what I do usually when I have any.
The way you gambled on your health.
Pretty much, yeah.
Smoking Juul.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly a great idea.
I just go to get $3,800. That's so much money from a settlement. It's like,
yeah, you
really got fucked up by these Juul pods. I don't know if it was the mango that got to you or the cool mint cucumber or whatever it was.
I don't know, but it makes me wish I was Juuling a little bit.
I wish I just, I don't know. I bought it and didn't
Have you ever
use
gotten
it.
money from a settlement?
No, but I'm signing up for that Google Chrome Incognito one because I definitely, I used to use that. Yeah,
I did too.
Yeah,
the most I got was like $12.
$12. What was it from?
$12. Multiple. I think one was like bank fraud or something.
Okay.
And then
were you defrauded from a
I
bank?
didn't defraud. They did something where they would charge you hidden fees. It was Washington Mutual or something like that, or Home Depot or something like that was stealing money. And then I just took the money and spent it right away on a sandwich.
Yeah.
Anytime I get something in the mail that says you may have been defrauded, I go, yeah, you're right. I was defrauded.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. It could be like, your baby. And I'm like, yeah, I was pregnant. Yeah. I don't care. Yeah.
Give me the money.
Pregnancy. Yeah. Give me that money. I don't care. So, yeah. Honestly, I would really go get your lungs checked and stop smoking. That would be my number one thing. Stop smoking.
Yeah.
This is a wake-up call.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got money, so that's good. You got something out of it at least, but save it. Yeah.
Save your money.
It's crazy they Venmoed you close to $4,000.
That is wild.
That's insane. That's like a drug dealer giving you your money back.
Yeah.
That's like crazy. This like, I'm going to cash app you $4,000. My bad.
Yeah.
I went over the limit.
Because the limit is $2,500.
I know. And so I'm like, this is some crazy shit going on.
And it's bad that I know it's $2,500. I was like, I know the limit.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
you could always do like $2,500 a week, and then the next week you get the other $2,500.
Yeah.
Which is like,
I wonder what's the most someone got from this Juul settlement. I've seen like 9,000 as the highest.
Yeah.
So 4,000 is a lot.
How much is a lung worth?
Have you looked at, like, for transplants, it's a lot.
At least $100,000.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's better than my dad. My dad smoked for 30 years. And Marlboro just says, okay, cowboy.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving us your money.
Thanks for helping the American economy.
Yeah. Amen.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but take some of it and spend it just so you feel good about yourself. But keep it to 10%, $300.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath if you can. With your 10% lung capacity you still have.
All right, this one, let's see. You want to run this last one?
Let's do it.
I did not look at this one. So let's see.
What's up, Sad Money? I'm wondering how much of the economy is an inside job? Like, what do you honestly think? How much of it is rigged? How much is the stock market rigged? How much is the fucking financial state of this country rigged? Let me know what you think.
All of it?
All of it.
Yeah, what is it? I don't even know that was a question. I think that was more just...
Yeah. We're $34 trillion in debt, and we keep going to war to prop up the economy. I mean, Dwight, not to go back to that, but Eisenhower led Normandy. He led, Torch in North Africa?
Yeah.
Right? Like, this guy was on the inside. He ran the army. And he was president, and he's saying to watch out for this shit. So if anyone knew about it, it would be him.
Yeah, there was a guy back in the day before Eisenhower's General Smutley.
Yep.
You can look this guy up.
Yes.
He wrote like a little book called War is a Racket, and he talks about, and these people wanted him to overthrow Roosevelt. You can look it up. It was an actual thing. Wall Street executives wanted him to overthrow Roosevelt, and because he talks about, you know, beyond just the bombs and missiles and everything and Boeing and all, because Boeing got like $927 million for going to Israel and building planes and everything. He talks about, well, people need shoes, people need latrines, people need helmets, people need clothes. All of that is money.
And it's new.
And it's new. It's got to be made new. There's no one no one's going to the Army surplus store. You never go to the Army surplus store and being like, wow, it's empty. I guess a war is going on. That's never happened. Because it's all got to be made brand new. You can get it secondhand.
Yeah. And then we leave the shit there.
We leave it there. Yeah. And that's why you see a lot of kids in Africa wearing Buffalo Bills won the Super Bowl t-shirts.
Yep.
I would say, how bad is it? I guess would be, you could look at our GDP, which was after 1960 was 40%, right? And then now it's down to 14%.
Our GDP growth or what?
America's economy.
Yes.
We were 40% of
As
the
a
GDP.
percentage of the global.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now. Okay.
America's economy was 40%
Right.
of the global economy is like overall wealth.
Right.
And now we're down to 14%. So the truth is we are dying. We are losing slowly.
Yeah.
There's things called BRICS, which is other nations that are getting off of the United States dollar, the dependency on the dollar, and they are slowly they're winning. And you know, everyone who's in finance sees this. They know this. So this is the part of the movie where like the pirates, the ship's on fire, and they're just grabbing as much as they can before they jump
Of the loot.
overboard.
Of the gold, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, because corporations now are like global entities.
Yeah.
They're not American, like, you know, like Coca-Cola's made in, you know, Pennsylvania or whatever. It's like, it's made in Mexico, it's made in Venezuela.
Ship it back.
Yeah, corporations are like their own governments now. Like you got Dole that took over in like the Dominican Republic or whatever, or Chiquita Banana, all these places. So it's like, how much of it is corrupt? All of it. And it can be fixed.
Right.
You know, maybe America not being number one is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because we've had our shot. I mean, the East India Dutch or whatever that is, the Dutch Trading Company or whatever, you know, talking about East India.
That was like the 1600s.
Yeah, but they had their shot.
True.
And so it's like, maybe this is just one of those things where we got to each keep exchanging, and maybe the BRICS will show us how it's done and how to.
I was gonna, I agree that we're going that direction, but to make this caller feel better, we're still the best game in town, even though the ship's on fire. And everyone is still denominated in our U.S. currency, even though like they're changing that petrodollar stuff. Yeah, like Russia tried to do a deal with like Turkmenistan, and they didn't have the money, so they had to pay them in goats and some shit. It was crazy. So we're still the best game in town. If it makes you feel better, it probably won't affect you.
Yeah, if you're 30, you got 50 years. So if you die by 80, you'll be good.
You'll be great.
You'll be good. But everyone after that, like, you know, maybe I would say the thing is like. That we could change is the mindset of like the
mindset,
trickle down, economy, all that, like all that stuff, all that jargon is lies. Like money goes up, like we're the roots of it, and then it goes up to the billionaires up top. Like we make the billionaires, you know.
But the people build equity again.
Yeah, so like if you think the system is corrupt, you know, I don't know how you could do it, but figure out a way to not put your money into BlackRock or. You know, people like
policy change.
Yeah, policy change. Yeah. What's the guy we were just Larry Fink?
Yeah, him.
You know, don't kill me. But like, you know, I had to put that out there. But I'm just saying, like, you know, these are like giant corporations that are like worldwide. Yeah. Like renowned. Like you can't. I don't even know where you can go. And they've got their finger in everything.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think like, you know, a lot of the things like the identity politics that are played into, they do matter, but it's like we can go and change policies too, like you're saying. Like why should institutional investors own 30% of the single family homes in the United States? It shouldn't be a thing. Yeah. It just shouldn't be a thing. Yeah. Because like they're making what, 3%, 4% on that? Treasury bonds are 4% right now. So it's like you could do the same thing, put it in treasury bonds instead of fucking over millions of Americans. So make laws that say institutions can't own single family. It's like we can do those things. We can. I really think you can do those things.
But also you should learn the power of your dollar and where it goes and how far these people go.
Your 401k, you can put it in BlackRock or you can put it in like Vanguard. Put it in Vanguard.
You know what would help? Don't get your information from TikTok. That would help.
Definitely don't do that.
Don't get your information from social media, even Google.
Except from us when we put our clips up.
Yeah, except for us.
We're okay. For everyone else, they're not okay.
But do not, because they can lead you down the wrong path.
Yeah.
Like the boycott that's happening with Starbucks right now.
Yeah.
For Israel.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even know how that started because Starbucks is not a
I don't get
Zionist company.
Yeah.
It's like completely just made up. Like there's so many Starbucks in Malaysia, which is predominantly a Muslim country.
Everyone said yes.
And it's like everyone was like, we just got to boycott. It's like all of a sudden someone just yelled out, boycott Starbucks. And we were like, okay, all right. And we just started doing that. And it's like, it's very interesting like how these things started. Well, I believe... This is my conspiracy.
I've got one for you. Go. I'll tell you why.
So this is a conspiracy. Let me put on my conspiracy hoodie to end this.
Do it.
So
Tell us, Conspiracy Chris.
I think corporations are starting. You can start a boycott to basically kill another company if you want to.
Yes.
Like they've already gone into like Reddit and all this stuff for Wall Street bets to pump stocks.
Yeah.
So why couldn't you start a social movement to get rid of a company or affect it in a way that you use social justice?
Hershey's and Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
People going against Yeezy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
it's warfare.
It's like economic warfare where it's like
1,000%.
Because, right now everyone's like very upset about what's going on in the world, but like no one's thinking about, again, like BlackRock is going to most likely buy up and rebuild Gaza and like charge everyone so much money. But we're all over here like Starbucks. There should not be a Starbucks there. Yeah, Starbucks serving coffees.
Frappuccinos.
And frappuccinos.
Acai berry blast smoothies.
They're keeping the IDF fresh. That's the problem. But so it's like really you have to educate yourself what the actual problem is.
It is, yeah. And that's where it's like people go like BlackRock or whatever owns it's Blackstone.
Yeah.
Not BlackRock. BlackRock is
Blackstone.
a mutual fund manager.
Yeah.
They're so big, they own like 3% of every company. But Blackstone actually buys. I guess it doesn't matter
Apple,
to people. Yeah.
Like I hate to say it, I give my money to Apple. I don't buy a phone every year, but like it's just easier for me. But even Apple, the first $1 trillion company, do we need a $1 trillion company?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get super conspiracy, but like on the back of the Apple, there's an apple with a bite out of it. And it's like, we're the part that's getting bit out. That's what it is. It's like...
It's very biblical, too.
It is, but it's like, it's ridiculous that we have these big, giant conglomerates.
Yeah.
And like, that we just believe, well, if you don't have an apple, you're a weirdo. If you text me with a green something's wrong with you.
Yeah, it's on you.
There's something wrong with that.
Yeah.
There is something wrong with our minds where we became this warp where, everyone's like, oh, Republican, Democrat. Like, we're like Android, Apple.
Yeah, we're fighting that fight in dating culture, too. That's like, I'm not going to date this guy because he's got a green text.
Yeah, but like, that's like the economics in us.
Yeah.
Like, it's ingrained in us that we go, if you don't have the right product that I like, I cannot be with you.
Yeah.
And you go, man, we're...
Yeah.
F word.
Right.
Yeah,
our caller, like, $6,000, $7,000 lifestyle for himself. Like it's.
I would say look at yourself on the economic level of what you are. What are your economic taboos? You know what I mean? Where you go, well, if the person doesn't make this amount of money or whatever, like they're not this height. It's like why?
Yeah.
Why do these things matter? Or why does having working a certain amount of time, work culture? What is that?
Yeah.
What the hell is work culture? I don't even know what I mean. But things like that, I would say to look at versus just like how much is it rigged? How much of you is rigged? I would say maybe it's easier to go in than it is to go outside and
find peace internally.
We just got to figure out what's going on with you. But thank you for that question because that made me really think a lot about my spending habits. And
it's a good question.
It was a great question. Yeah.
I think we're kind of at time.
That's it.
Yeah, this is
That's
good.
It. We're done. That was the election special / Halloween special / I hope we help someone.
Yes.
And we did not incite a riot.
Maybe we can go for the very last thing we look forward to predictions for the coming week or 2 weeks. You know?
Oh, my prediction for the coming weeks is someone's going to contest the election and say it was rigged. Somehow I have a feeling I'll be right.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what side.
I think so.
Both sides, maybe.
Find a way to bet on that on Polymarket or whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely put money on that.
That's my prediction.
I would say that. I would say my prediction is Elon is going to tweet a lot about what we all know, but it's coming.
Is it called tweeting or is it Xing?
It's Xing now. He's Xing. He's
yeah.
Xing all my Xers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to tweet a lot. We're going to have a new World Series champion.
Go Dodgers.
And they're going to be in
Showtime.
New York. They're going to be a team from New York originally. If you know, you know.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
There. He's trying to play both sides.
I'm trying to play both sides.
I'm a Dodgers fan. I don't care.
But they started where?
Well, I'm gonna say this: if you, the Brooklyn Dodgers, the Dodgers were the first team to have an African American, play for them.
Yes.
So if you don't support them, you're racist, and that's how politics is done today.
All right, we're done.
Yeah.
Sad money out.